Hey, we got a fun project today. We decided to go ahead and do a little investing in our soil. We're going to put a little tile in the ground. We're working on the one landlord, so we're going to be putting it in there today, and then tomorrow we'll be on John's ground.
You guys might be wondering what tile is, why it's called tile. The reason why tile is called tile is because it started out as a bunch of 16-inch long clay tiles that were put in the ground for water drainage with a little space between to let water in. Now it's been over time that degrade and collapse. Now we've got plastic tiles with little weep holes in them to let the water in, and y'all might think we're crazy, but this really does work. It sucks the water out of the ground. It doesn't suck water out of the ground. It keeps enough moisture in it for crops to grow. But any water that is in, too much water goes to the tiles and out the bottom. We have a lot of our fields tiled. That field over there needed some. That one needs a little bit more yet. This field is the one. This is our worst field on the farm that is always super wet and everything. And Nick just took off driving the other way, mapping it out. He maps it out, goes down, starts out at the other end, and comes back this way, plowing the tile in. If they got to get through any tough spots or he gets the tractor stuck, they'll often use my brother's pull tractor.
What are you doing down there, Will?
Oh, putting in this tap tee.
And
Dead battery.
So we got the tile bedded down with nice loose dirt so it won't crush the tile with a big chunk. Now Nick's gonna give it the juice and take off. Teed into this line, we're going to lay up the edge of the waterway on up through, and then we're going to splice in 2 more times, go up by the road, and then split the middle.
Start digger today.
He's got a gravy job.
Yeah, gravy job. Sit in the seat and the heat, man, nothing better.
the digging starts, they usually find the tile that is existing, or they have to put in a new main and then dig the starts. But they dig down until they get into the side of it, and they can put a T in and put the new tile in to the side of the existing tile. And then he hooks the plow up, they run the tile through the boot, and they pull off away, plowing the new tile in.
Putting in a T off this sub main so we can run a lateral up along the road. Gotta have some way to hook in. Lift this piece up and gotta fight it a little bit without getting too much dirt under it. Stick that in there. Voila!
My job right now is to close up the holes where they start, but I was out here early laying all this out with my measuring wheel and flags, and trying to guess where the old tile was to hook to. So anyhow, that's what I'm doing now. So I'll close up a few more holes and we can go to the back of the field and continue on.
So with tile, they always come in here, they find the mains that were pre-existing, if there were any mains. Some fields are completely untiled. We had a field a few years ago that we tiled the whole 95 acres. I don't think there was maybe one old clay tile in the whole entire field. But anyways, you gotta find the main, hook onto the main, and you just always run uphill. And if you've got to run through a hill to the other side, keep grade. You just got to go deep. I know yesterday they had the tile tractor, my brother's 275 Magnum, and the Kubota all hooked up in a line to pull the plow through a hill. But you've always got to keep the tile flowing downhill or the water is not going to exit. So once the water enters the tile, it just flows down the tile into the next. And then usually either surfaces in a grassy area or goes out into a creek or drainage ditch. We put the tile in at about 30 to 35 inches deep. It works out a lot better than having the tile, you know, the one main they dug up down there was on a downhill slope and it was 6 foot deep. What purpose does that tile have? Because it's underneath the clay, water's not going to get to it. And it was unnecessarily deep in the spot it was at, and it was not in erodible areas.
we use a lot of flags when we're doing tile to try to lay things out. So that's good for when you're doing the process, but I am going to go around picking flags up because they make a lot of hassle if they get caught in planter wheels, or if you're doing the tillage on these ditches to get them leveled up, it'll get caught in everything. Got that little disc here on the Kubota. I was out last night pretty late, but it was dark, so it was really hard to video. So it did a really good job of pulling all the dirt back to the middle, right on top of the trench. I think it's going to be really good next spring. It'll settle in nicely. What a beautiful day. The third day of tiling, and we got done in good time with what we're going to do this year. And the sun's setting, the sky is clear, and it is just gorgeous. And I've also got Lane. Hey Lane, can you wave? Lane, can you wave? Seth Tractor? Yeah? Okay.
Dad's been recording stuff, Mom's been recording stuff. I came out and flew the drone. We'll see what kind of video we put together for y'all, but I need to get to work, keep on building houses. So that is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing us get some tile on the farm, and the clown crew that's doing it, my brothers and their buddies with their excavation business. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see y'all next time.
What are you doing down there, Will?
Oh, putting in this tap tee.
And
Oh, dead battery.
That's why we check every inch of tile we lay from the cab of the tractor as we're laying it.
Where'd Jeff go?
I don't know where he went.
He went to go get donuts. He's doing them on.
Are you serious?
If we can get by that to go get donuts, we can get by without him.
Gonna say he just got here.
Yeah, right. But like, he runs about like on set schedule.
Jeff, donut review. What do you give him? One bite, everybody knows the rules. 6 what?
6 bites. That did a good solid 8 this morning. Coach did real good.
Wow.
You only getting the gift.
Pretty good. You know you only have 2 more points to get for all the donuts in the world. Start tasting.
I've had many donuts like that.
You heard it here, guys. Casey's, Gifford, Illinois. Best donuts you can find. 8 out of 10.